So what's the story with liquid highlighters? Up till now, I have despised liquid highlighters. I've bought several of them because they're just such pretty shades, and I have not really known how to apply them without dissolving my makeup. So what I usually do is I do my makeup, I do my foundation, I do my powder, and then the last thing I do is put my highlighter on. With a liquid highlighter, you can't really do that. When you work it in, it dissolves everything that's underneath it, your foundation and your powder that's underneath it. So I've found a technique on how to finally use the liquid highlighters I have, and now I can get even more because now I know how to use them. Today I'm using a deluxe sample I have of the CoverFX Custom Enhancer Drops. The color is Moonlight. It's a beautiful goldeny peach. I have that on right now, and here is how to apply. Okay, so I have applied my primer spray, my primer, and my foundation. Today I'm using the Clinique Super Balanced Silk Foundation, and I am now going to apply a liquid highlight foundation. So apparently this stuff cannot sit on top of powder without dissolving through and dissolving everything that's underneath. So what you have to do is you have to apply this on your foundation without powder on top of it or anything else, just straight foundation, and then you don't powder over it very heavily, or if at all, when you do your powder. So what you can do, and what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to use a stipple brush. That's a brush that has sort of thinner ends than it does the base, and that means it doesn't pick up a whole lot of product, and it's really good for these liquids like this. I've got a little sample of this CoverFX. Moonlight is the shade. These are the Custom Enhancer Drops. So what you have to do with these is you have to work really quickly because they set up really quickly. So I'm putting it right where I would put my highlighter, and I'm working it right in. I'm not even doing the other cheek like I would normally when I'm doing my highlighter. I would just and then scrub in, but that's not what you have to do with this. This stuff sets up really quickly. It's like paint. I'm going to put a little more because it's not showing as much as I'd like it to, but you have to work quick. Get that mixed into your foundation there. I put a lot on that time so you can see it really. This one is almost too dark to be a highlighter for me, but it's kind of pretty. It has a really pretty peachy glow. So there it is glowing on my skin. I'm going to work it in as best I can. You do have a little extra time when you're putting it on top of your liquidy foundation. It doesn't grab as bad as it would if you're trying to put it on top of bare skin or powdered foundation. So there's your glow. I'm going to do the other cheek now, and I'm dotting, and then I'm scrubbing in, rolling around and scrubbing in. I actually like how that side turned out better, which is unusual because that is not a good side for me. I look funny on this side of my face. Okay, there it is, and I'm shining and glowing. Now I'm going to do the rest of my face, and I'm going to powder around this area. I'm not going to really powder over it as heavily as I would over the rest of my face. You can already see that this is not melting through my makeup. Normally, you would be able to see my bare skin with my brown freckles under this if I had powdered my face beforehand. It is not doing that. It is just blending in with my highlight and blending in with my foundation and looking very smooth and not dissolving. I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Micro Finishing Powder, loose powder. I have a really nice deluxe sample of that. What I do on that is I pour it into this little dish so that I can get a brush in it better. That's good for anything that you have a small thing of powder in. I also do that with, I have a travel size of the CoverFX powder, the CoverFX Illuminating Powder. Love that. And I pour that in here as well so that I can get my brush in. This HD powder I've tried in the past and had bad luck with it, but this one, I think they've changed the formula or they've re-released it or something. It's fantastic. So I'm not even really going to powder over that stuff. I'm going to powder up to it because I'm going to be putting a powder blush on. By that stuff, I mean the liquid highlighter. I'm just going to kind of powder around it. and leave it glowing like it is. So that's how you get some glow out of these liquid highlighters without destroying your entire foundation and powder and everything else. So that's my latest trick, and that will work with very liquidy highlighters like these Cover FX drops, or something that's a little more subtle like the Becca liquid highlighters. Also going to work with the cream highlighters. For instance, this Maybelline Master Glaze. That's the same kind of deal where it's a creamy product in a stick. Apply that on your bare skin or your bare foundation with nothing else, no powder. Work it in and you're good to go. You can always put just a little bit of powder over the highlight. I didn't in this video because I really wanted it to show through and I like the way it showed. But you can put a little bit of powder, just don't powder it as heavily as you would to set your rest of your foundation. Speaking of highlighters, if you want a highlighter that can be seen from space, these are Makeup Revolution Triple Baked highlighters. I have one, Goddess of Faith it's called. These are really cute. They're that domed heart shape that, you know, you see with Too Faced. I think they kind of, copied them. But this is a beautiful neutrally champagne-y with a hint of peachiness to it. It is brightly intense. I've been wearing this one a lot lately because I do like my highlighters intense. It's gorgeous. I want to get the other color. There's another color that I think it's called Goddess of Love. I want to get the other shade in it. This is so smooth. No glitter here. Just smooth metallicness. Really good job on this highlight, Makeup Revolution. You can get these at Ulta. So I have a little tutorial for you. I've been asked to do some more looks with the Natural Love palette from Too Faced, and I have gone crazy. I have done so many different looks with these. This is the last one, I promise. And then I will go back to using some of my other palettes. But I just loved this one so much. I really like this sort of army green look today. It's really different for me, and I just love how it turned out. So here's how to do that. Okay, so I'm once again using the color Nudie in the crease. That is it's just a universal crease color. What I'm doing with my crease these days is trying to build it more out here and less in here. I want it a little narrower in here. Not quite so wide right here, but wider out here. Then again, with hooded eyes, you need to carry that crease up pretty high. Crease in quotes, because your real crease is like right in here. Well, I'm carrying this up to here because once your eyes are open and your hood is falling down, you want to be able to see what that crease color looks like. Now for the fun part, I'm going to put Smokin' in the middle of my eyelid. Smokin' is a pretty kind of gray-green, and it goes on olivey, like a shiny olive. I'm going to put that up to about here, and then I will put like right here, and then I'll put something shiny in my inner corner there. Because this is kind of going to end up being a little dark on the lids and such, I'm going to put a brighter color on the inner corner here. I'll put Honey Pot in there and see how that looks. Honey Pot's a beautiful gold. I'm using my Moon Dust brush. Yeah, I'm going to even that out a little bit. It's a little bright. I want to blend those edges a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to do the color called Night Fever. It sort of goes really well with Smokin'. They've both got a sort of a green undertone. So first I'm going to put that on my outer corner, or outer part of my lower lid, and then I'm going to bring a little bit of it into the inner crease. I'm going to clean off my brush a little bit so it doesn't get too dark, and sort of bring what I've got on already into the inner crease, as well as blending that. That kind of blends it as well. I don't want to go too dark in there, but I just want a little definition. And I'm going to go back and blend that in a second, but let me do my other eye. I like to do my eyes first, really, because then all your fallout and everything doesn't affect your concealer and all of that. Cleaning off my brush and pulling in like that, cleaning the edges. And I'm going to go back and work on that crease some more. I have a little tiny brush I always use for my highlighter. I don't even know, it's some off-brand. I've had it forever. I don't know. So I'm going to go into Moonbeam, which is a neutral shimmery shine. A little bit gold. That up there. I like to concentrate my highlighter when I'm doing a shiny one like this, kind of right here, and then diffuse it down here. I don't want to do high shine all the way down. I like to do it, concentrate the shine like right here, and then just kind of bring the excess down a little bit. Dear Diary it is. I'm going into that one to sort of go between my crease color and my highlight. Okay, far outer corner, stiletto, just a tiny bit. Super dark black, super pigmented, black, black, black. Just very outer here. I like this one a lot because it doesn't go gray and ashy like a lot of black mattes go gray and ashy on me. I'm going to blend that just a little. I don't want it to disappear, but I'm going to blend sort of the edges. Thanks for joining me today for how-to on the liquid highlighters, and thanks for your patience. I finally figured out how to do them. Also, thanks for watching me even though I have lipstick on my teeth half the time. So stay tuned. More stuff coming, more videos, and more tutorials. Thanks for watching.